Today I'm going to be taking you through my packing and prepping for the Boulder Skyline Traverse, which I'm going to be attempting to do tomorrow. To start, what even is the Boulder Skyline Traverse? So the Boulder Skyline Traverse is about 17 and some change mile long traverse that goes over all the peaks in Boulder and the Flatirons area. That traverse that is across the skyline there in Boulder in Colorado. And it has Mount Sanitas, Green Mountain, Bear, and South Boulder Peak, and it goes across the whole range, across the entire thing. So what I'll do is I'll get up really early tomorrow. I will drive to the trailhead and park by Mount Sanitas. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. I will run that loop, come back to my car, and then the rest of it is a one-way thing. So I will essentially have to Uber back to my car at the end of the day. But before we do that, we need to make sure that we have enough food, water, fuel, and we're totally ready for this adventure because it's going to be a hot one and it's going to be a long day. So I'm gonna need a lot of calories and a lot of water. I wanna show you how I'm packing and prepping for this since I get so many questions all the time about how to do that for your adventures as well. So first of all, I'm going to be running in my newer Black Diamond 8 pack. This is a trail pack from Black Diamond that recently came out. It has a few pockets in the front. It's not as much, but what it does have that I really like and why I want it for tomorrow or longer adventures, it has this big, nice, open middle in the back. Since tomorrow's gonna be a lot of hiking, it's going to be a longer day, I wanna be able to bring a good bit of fuel, an extra bottle, some things like that, and I don't need to grab things as frequently. I'm sure I'll be making stops along the way when I actually need things. So I have enough pockets in the front for some of my food, and then I will be putting my 2 water bottles up front. So I got these new Solomon bottles. This is my first time using these long ones. Regis has this pack and he suggested getting these bottles for it because they work a little bit better because they fit here in these front pockets right in the front. And I got these off Solomon's website and they fit into the corner of here. Now I have this out because I'm gonna add some tailwind to it. But then otherwise I will be able to stuff the rest of my front pockets with my easy grab and go snacks that I need instantly during the trail tomorrow. All right, so I'm also gonna be bringing this Catadine filter bottle. So I'm gonna bring this to filter and refill these as I go along the way. I can get these at REI, Amazon, they're great. I usually replace it about every year or so. They tell you how many fills you can do. I'm going to fill my flasks first with Tailwind. This is a carbohydrate electrolyte replacement supplement for running specifically. It's more gentle on the GI. I will put about 2 scoops in each of those, so that will be about 400 calories. I love to just put some Tailwind in my bottles to start all of my runs because I'm already kind of passively getting in some carbs, and then I eat as if I'm gonna normally eat as well within this. But I'm also going to bring, I don't know how many of these I'm going to bring, but I'm gonna bring some liquid IVs and I'm gonna bring some extra ones. So when I refill, so I never put Tailwind or electrolytes in the filter bottle. I use it and then I will squeeze that oh, there's water in it from last weekend, to refill these bottles. And then I'll add in the electrolytes as I go. So lots of electrolytes. I honest to God might bring all of these. All right, next up, I got a ton of food at REI. So some of the whole food sources and then gummy, sugary chew type things that I'm going to be bringing are going to be as follows. So I'm not gonna bring all of this that I have here, but I am just laying it out so you guys can see it. I can go over some of my favorite products with you, but also you can kind of get an idea of the stuff that I personally like since I'm asked about it all the time. So the first is going to be Honey Stinger waffles. These are the gluten-free ones. They are the cookies and cream. They are so good. The next are gonna be fig bars. They're nice, they're a little bit more whole food. There is about 5 grams of fat in them, but they're split into 2 and you would be eating them slow enough and spaced out apart that it shouldn't be a huge issue. So the next is a new thing that I have been getting as of last summer. I tried these out when we were hiking a lot of 14ers last summer just as a snack on the road. So these Monk Pack protein cookies, I got 2 of them. I got them at REI. They're about 320 calories to the cookies and about 15 grams of fat. But what I will do is I'll probably eat this in quarters across the day, so it's a little bit less. But they have a little bit of protein in them. They're a little bit more of a whole food source. These would be a really good backpacking or day hike type treat or snack, where running wise, I'll have to kind of split them up into segments because again, I'm really big on trying to reduce the amount of fat that you're kind of taking in as you're running. But I don't avoid it entirely because it does make things more palatable, especially when you're kind of eating things on the go. The next are going to be my Cliff blocks. These are my food of the year apparently. I feel like I rotate through trail foods as I get sick of them, but these are great because there is 90 calories in half of a serving. So that means there's about 180 calories in a whole one of these, which is super fantastic. Some of them are 200 calories. It just depends on the flavor. And so I can pop a few of these in And they're really easy to get in a lot of caloric density and a lot of carbs with not a lot of effort. I'm someone who doesn't like to eat while I'm running, but I know that it's important, which is why I kind of trickle in some Tailwind. And then I like to supplement with some gummies because it's an easy way for me to passively get in carbs as I'm going across the day. I also got some of the Honey Stinger ones. I like these as well. These are pretty good. They're, you know, Honey Stinger, so they taste a little bit more au naturel since they're made with honey rather than the Clif Blocks. But I like both. I've rotated through both over the years. Last but not least of the lineup here, I have a few more things I'm gonna show you, are my Go-Go Squeezes and fruit strips. These are like my Target finds. Go-Go Squeeze applesauces are fantastic. They're great. They're so easy to get down because you're like drinking something, especially if you're thirsty on the go. They're about 70 calories per pouch. They are a little heavier to bring with you, but I try to eat them up front first and foremost when I'm doing runs. So that way I'm kind of getting them in out of the way, and then I just keep the trash and throw it away. And then the last thing I got today, I got some of these Muir energy gels. So I have not tried these yet. Regis tried them. He got them at REI a few months ago and he really liked them, but I haven't had a chance to try one yet. So I'm gonna bring one on my run tomorrow and see if I like it. Usually I don't try to bring new things on runs just because of risk of GI distress, but I don't think something like that, personally knowing me, is going to be the thing that's making a break. And if I don't like it, I'll just put it back in my pack and eat it later. And then 2 new foods that I've been eating in my trail pack as whole foods recently, because I'm trying to eat a little bit more regular food, rely a little less on just sports nutrition entirely, especially if I want to get back in ultras. They're longer, it's hard to eat that much sugar all day long, is graham crackers, which I just got at Target, and then regular tortilla chips. So again, all of these things have a little bit of more fat in them, so you kind of just have to make sure you're spacing them out based off GI tolerance, but you want to make sure you're getting carbs in with this. But again, trail and ultra endurance stuff, if you're doing things like tomorrow's gonna be more of a mixed hike run day, so it will be a little bit slower, so I will be able to eat a little bit more versus if I was just running, I would rely a little bit more on just sports nutrition. That's kind of how I make that call. But I'll just put a couple little sandwich baggies of these with me. So I aim for at least 60 grams of carbs an hour. Sometimes I'm not right on that, but my calories are about on that. So about 250 to 300 calories an hour. So putting the Tailwind in my bottles to start will help give me a boost and get ahead as I start to eat across the morning and the day. And then I'll probably pack like a serving of chips, a serving of these, and then a bunch of those liquid IVs, like 2 Go-Go Squeezes, probably one of those cookies, and then maybe like a Honey Stinger pack, some energy blocks, and some other just extra stuff. I always pack a little more than I need, just in case I'm not in the mood for something, I'm not feeling something, I just don't feel like eating. I like to have variety and options for me. Again, you don't have to spend all this money on sports nutrition. Instead of the Honey Stingers and the Clif Blocks, you could just get gummy candies and candy at the grocery store. And sports nutrition is really individual. It's all about works with your gut and what you like, and you kind of know how you work. And ever since I went through my great gut healing, I have been really focusing this year on getting an adequate pre-long run nutrition, but then also eating more whole foods on my runs. By whole foods, I mean like not just goos, gels, and Tailwind. So like I'm even counting like the applesauce packets and even some of the chews. Like that I've always been able to do, but I'm trying to move away from like running races entirely on like liquids and chips because my stomach hurts, which I'm doing much better. So we are headed in the right direction, but you have to practice what you're going to do when you are running and training for race day. That's a must. All right, last but not least, the rest of the gear that I'll be bringing tomorrow. Since it's 80, sunny, hot here, my biggest focus is really the food and the fuel that I just showed you. But these are the other things I will be bringing since it is a long day outdoors, and it's going to be, a scorcher, as I was saying. So first and foremost, I always have my little medical kit here with me that I bring all of the time. And so this and all of my sports nutrition is linked on my either Amazon page or I have a code for Liquid IV, Doc Liz Fitness, but I will put my Amazon page and my codes and my links for everything in the notes below. So if you're looking for links or you're trying to have an organization, all the food and that is there. And then I am going to be bringing sunscreen for my body. And then Frey, the skincare company that I work with, I'm super excited about this, is these Protect Me minis. So Protect Me is their SPF face lotion and sunscreen. And I'm so stoked about this because I love their stuff, but it's kind of hard to bring that on your run. And so they have these little minis now. How freaking cute are these? That I am going to be able to pack directly in my pack. So I take skincare very seriously. I will lather this on before I go. You know, the best thing we can do to not age is sunscreen, my friends. And this is a mineral sunscreen from Frey. They just switched to mineral from a chemical for those of you who are worried about resafe products or different chemicals in your sunscreen. And then I will be bringing, I'm gonna get up at the freaking crack of dawn tomorrow. So I will probably be bringing my headlamp. This is just a black diamond Astro. This is like not a super high-end one, just something super simple, but these are really affordable and great. Black diamond and Petzl have great headlamps if you're looking for something like that. So I got a pair of brand new La Sportivas. These are the Jackal 2s. I got the Jackal 1 for $40 on their secondhand rack last year, so make sure you always check that. But they had these today and they were 20% off, and they were not a heinous color. I'm so excited that they released a shoe that isn't a heinous color. La Sportiva shoes, I slept on them for a while, but they've got good grip. I really like the way they fit my foot. They're not super high cushion, but I switched from Ultras to these La Sportivas this past year because I needed something with a drop that also fit my foot very well. It has this Ortholite inside, so I wonder if that's why I feel so good on my foot. Really excited. I'm gonna break these in since I know they already kind of work with my feet. And then I got 2 new running hats this weekend. Shouldn't have, did. I wear hats a lot for sun protection on my hair and my skin, and they're sweaty and gross, so I've been rotating them through. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna treat ourselves. So I got this cute little Brooks hat from REI. Look at those colors, adorable. And then I got this Topo Design hat as well, very, very cute, very on brand. So I'll probably rotate in one of those. And then my Sunski sunglasses that I always wear. I realized the ones that I have in my Wonderland Trail video that I love here, I lost them on the Wonderland Trail and I bought another pair, and then I saw them in another hiking video from another video on here, and I was like, I lost those again. I love them. They're $60 freaking and I lost them. But anyway, that will kind of be my gear lineup for tomorrow. What I'll wear is probably just a pair of Paragon pocket shorts, maybe a Paragon crop tank top, or one of my Lululemon Race Swift tank tops. And then whatever running bra is clean, and a pair of Stance socks, and that will be kind of my lineup for tomorrow. Summer stuff, when we're not dealing with snow and or any like changing of weather when you're going up really high, is nice, because if it's hot, you just know it's gonna be hot, so you're gonna be out there. So that's why food and water was my greatest focus for this. So that's the lineup. I'm gonna go pack my pack now, so it's nice and ready before I get some dinner with some friends. So I'm ready to rock and roll early tomorrow, but I hope that was really helpful. Again, I'll have links to Liquid IV and my Amazon page where I have a lot of that stuff linked, but hopefully this helps. Again, I'm doing a longer day, kind of a bigger day. You don't need to have as much stuff as I'm gonna be having if you're doing shorter day hikes or shorter trail runs, but it kind of, you know, it's kind of the same stuff, it just expands. If I was doing a shorter run, like last weekend, I did 13 miles out there in Boulder with a ton of verts, so it was about 4 hours of being outside, and I packed my smaller pack with a filter bottle, 2 regular bottles, and similar food products. I just packed less overall, but I dressed the same, I wore the same stuff. It's really just, you need more food is the biggest thing, or more water if you're not able to filter it. So hopefully that's exciting. Let's pack my bag, and then tomorrow morning, get up and get ready and hit the trail. And this is just B-roll of me packing my pack. All right, my pack is all packed, ready to go. When I say Black Diamond 8, that means there's 8 liters in the pack. And I got it nice and snug. I wanna say I have about 1,700 calories packed for tomorrow, probably closer to 17 with the calories in my bottles, but it doesn't feel very heavy, and once I start drinking through my water, it will go down anyway. So I'm super, super stoked. The next thing and last thing I need to do is just get my clothes ready, my shoes ready, my socks ready, put them in a little bin, stick this all in my car tonight so I can just wake up tomorrow, get some breakfast in me and get some caffeine in me and roll out bright and early. We're gonna try to get up and get them out very early tomorrow. So hopefully I can get to bed tonight pretty early as well. Good morning, my friends. It's 4:30. I wanted to sleep until a little bit later, but it's probably better that I got up and got at it. We're gonna eat some breakfast and skedaddle out of here. Sun rises in like an hour, so if I can get on trail, beat the heat, beat the people, that would be fantastic. All right, so this pre-run real breakfast is not sexy at all. It's literally just a giant bowl of cereal. I didn't weigh or measure this, but there is like 31 grams of carbs in a serving. This is probably at least 2 servings, so it's probably about 60 grams of carbs. I have a bottle with like 200 milligrams of electrolytes in it that I made last night and put in the fridge. I have so much in here because I will not be able to drink this whole thing. I'll try to drink as much as I can on the way, but then I'm getting, you know, a decent amount of electrolytes now before, but then I'll have it for after when I'm done. And I have one of these Zoa energy drinks. I just started drinking these. My brother introduced me to these. I cannot do energy drinks with erythritol, so I had to stop doing that because that definitely hurt my stomach while I was running, and I can't do coffee for similar reasons. And I'm honestly gonna just hydrate and caffeinate and hit the road. So let's go do the Boulder Skyline Traverse, my friends. All right, I am at the South Mesa Trailhead and I'm waiting for my Uber to take me to Mount Sanitas. Let's get it. All right, we are here at the Mount Sanitas Trail and I'm starting this day. And I feel like I instantly realized what I'm about to get into today, and I'm kind of filled with regret, and it's going to hurt, and it's a little outside my mileage comfort zone, but I took off yesterday, and my back-to-back runs have been more than 20 miles total. Like I did 7 on the treadmill and 20 minutes of stair stepping last week, and then 13 miles out here with all the vert and gains, so I should be fine. Don't mean it's gonna be pretty. All right, we made it to the top of Mount Sanitas. I'm gonna eat one of my Fig Mars, a little snack, and then try to run the best if I can. Back the way that I came, but week 1 done. Good morning, Boulder. And down, down, down we go. All right, now we head on to Red Rocks Trail to connect over to the rest of the kind of range towards the Flat Irons. It's humid and hot already. So that's where we came from. We went down, up, across. Now we're here. Okay, we are somewhere on Flagstaff Mountain, and I have, oh, there's a big old raven, hello. This gorgeous view of Rocky Mountain, and Longs is over there, but I don't know, this is definitely Rocky Mountain National Park from afar, but it is incredible over there. All right, so we are on the trail to Green Mountain. I'm sweating so much. Look at this. It is like so humid and it's killing me. All in all, I'm doing pretty good food-wise. These bottles were like 400 calories. That bar was 200. I had an applesauce packet, so that's a little under 700. It's not too bad. All right, on the road again. A little bit longer of a pit stop than I'd like, but honestly, since I wanted to do that at the top of Green's probably gonna be pretty busy. That's a pretty popular hike, so I'll be able to just like tap the top and hopefully keep on going, so. All right, we have made it to the top of Green. Looking out at those Rocky Mountain National Park mountains over there. This next part is like some downhill over to the Bear climb, which is pretty steep, but I don't know if that downhill is gonna be like a nice runnable downhill or if it's nice and rocky like coming down Bear. But I saved the steepest climb for the downhill going back, so it's either gonna be a slow fall or zoom, zoom, zoom. Hopefully later. Hello? Hello? Zoom, zoom! And that is where we're going. And it's not even that far away, but it is steep, let me tell you. Not fun, not looking forward to it. Mentally prepared though. Last real big hard climb of this day. All right, we're gonna keep sending it. The Holy Grail, ladies and gentlemen. That's my last 2 peaks of the day. Bear, South Boulder, and then down. And man, they look high, tall, and really far away. Well, I accidentally took a wrong turn down the connector trail that takes you back into the main park. I kind of went pretty far. I'm kind of annoyed at myself, giving myself an applesauce and timeout. Once I get up to Bear, then, you know, I have to get over to South Boulder, which isn't too far away. Not as much climbing, and it's down, but we're segmenting it. We're getting to Bear first. 6 miles, about 6 miles. But like, look how beautiful it is. Like, come on. This looks filtered. It's not. You know, this climb feels absolutely terrible. Whew. Not zone 2. All right, we have made it to Bear. That was terrible. We came from somewhere over there. I'm about to just shove a bunch of calories in my own mouth and turn around and head to South Boulder and get done with this day. I should have came up here more often. All right, my friends, we are up here on South Boulder Peak. I'm shocked this is actually the first time I've ever been up here, but it's actually truly beautiful. I actually am appalled that I've been going up Bear in green this entire time and this has been here. Last climb, we are over 6,000 feet of climbing for the day. My legs are tired. I'm ready. I think I have like 3 miles of just like hopefully downhill falling into my car. And then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stop at the first place that sells ice cream on the way home. That is a given. I'll tell you what, I have never been happier to go downhill in my entire life. Holy moly. It's really rocky and I don't even care. My glute doesn't hurt. And I'm just going slow and happy to just be going down. I have 2.4 miles left and I'm at like 16.54, which means I'm gonna end up doing 19 instead of 17 miles today because I literally took a wrong turn on a trail that I run all of the time. What a day. We sent it. We full freaking sent it, my friends. Well, my friends. 19 miles, 3 wrong turns later, we are back at my car and we are done. I thought to myself, I got a little emotional in a happy emotional way. I was like, I'm back. Like, felt good to push hard, felt good to push myself out of that comfort zone, felt good to just spend that much time outside. It's a lot, it really is. I forget how hard types of training like this is, but all right, I need to get ice cream ASAP. I'm officially home. I did get a burger, fries, and then ice cream to eat on the way home. The only reason I didn't record anything is because I was so famished that I was just only thinking with one thing on my mind and one thing only. So I am going to go shower, do my laundry, and probably order some more food and lounge on the couch the rest of the night. So if you enjoyed this video, you have a bucket list run, you have something that's super, like you're super stoked to do that you're training for, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll catch you guys in the next one.